Astonishing. Sydney high-rise building has been evacuated after residents hear cracking sounds. Tyler Durden of Zero Hedge reports. Some 3,000 residents of Sydney's Opal Tower, an apartment in the building in the city's Olympic Park, are facing the possibility of spending Christmas in an emergency evacuation shelter after the building and all buildings within a kilometer exclusion zone was evacuated following signs of cracking in the 33-story building that have stoked fears about a possible collapse of the building. Obviously, something has not been properly designed by the architects, the structural engineers, or perhaps the foundations, the infrastructure, or the earth is not able to properly hold this building. I don't know what the situation is. Emergency responders are calling to the building. Were called to the building Monday morning after residents on the 10th floor reported hearing loud cracking noises. An initial investigation determined that the building had moved. It moved 1 to 2 millimeters, according to The Guardian. Laser monitors are being used to scan for any additional movements in the building. Though details about the evacuation are still trickling out, the Associated Press reported that police had to use heavy equipment to force open doors in order to allow residents to get out of the building. Neighboring buildings have also been evacuated. As you can imagine, the building tilted, meaning that the doors were jammed and could not open. That's why, if you notice, the construction of buildings in Japan, did you notice that the doors are sliding? There's a reason the doors are sliding. It's because that way they don't jam during an earthquake, because as we know, Japan is very earthquake prone. So yeah, they had to jimmy the doors open to get the people out. The tower has almost 400, 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom apartments, with 2 bedrooms selling for nearly $1 million each. The tower is situated over the central site of the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Fire officials in the city said it was too soon to tell on Monday whether the building was in danger of collapse. Acting Superintendent Greg Wright said his department could not offer a time estimate for how long the inspection would take. Water, gas, and electricity service to the building has been shut off. Quote, "We don't know that until the engineers assess the building and have a look at what caused the issue and if there's a major issue with the building. It's not going to be done in minutes. Hopefully it does not take much longer than a couple of hours." Residents had been taken to the Royal Agricultural Society Hall, but many have now been rehoused. Meanwhile, trains will skip the Olympic Park stop that runs near the building. Buses will serve the area instead. The engineering firm that helped build the tower released a statement after the evacuation describing a potential complication that may have contributed to the cracking sounds. Wood and Grieve engineers who worked on the building said online that the large structural offsets at the base of the tower created a particular challenge. The difficulty was in the coordination of transferring sewer and stormwater services through the deep transfer beams and large transfer slabs. Quote, "Due to the height of the building, which imposes excessive pressure on the pipework and fittings installed in the lower half of the building, the WGE team came up with a unique dual-stage pressure control concept and conducted a series of experiments tests to simulate the real working condition of the system before specifying it for installment in the building. Roads have been blocked around the building, as we said, including both sides of Australia Avenue, but one event that has not been cancelled is the BBL cricket match between Sydney Thunder and the Sydney Sixers, which will be held at Spotless Stadium, and fans have been asked to travel to the stadium by bus and enter through a side entrance. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.